Rocco Pasafume, who did a fabulous job sitting in for me last week in the studio, is got his movie review segment. Rocco!
Thank you so much, Howie. The movie that I'm doing this week is Tomorrowland. It's directed by Brad Bird and stars George Clooney. Basically, the plot is this. A young teenage science enthusiast, Casey Newton, played by Britt Robertson, discovers a pin that transports her to a mystical, idealistic future world. She soon tracks down an inventor named Frank Walker, played by Clooney, who once was given the keys to this world himself. As we all know, Tomorrowland is the theme park in several of Disney's theme parks, from Disneyland in California to Disney World in Florida, and it's based on the World's Fair, the idealistic future world that we would all love to live in. And on that note, I think it's a great idea for a movie. I think it's fantastic. Disney has come up with ideas based on theme park rides in the past. Some of them have done phenomenally well, like Pirates of the Caribbean, and some have kind of flopped, like the Haunted Mansion and Country Bears Jamboree. But as far as where this goes, this is kind of like a mixed bag, because the special effects in this movie are fantastic. Like, you go into this future world and it's just so fantastic, and it lifts your spirits, and it's one of those movies that you really, like, you go to the theater and you enjoy it on a very pure level for that reason. The downs, and I guess maybe I should, before I talk about the downsides, the other good things about this movie is the cast. Britt Robertson's a very good young actress. Hopefully she'll do very, very well in the years ahead. And George Clooney does a fantastic job, as he always does. The downsides, though, of this movie is that the narrative and the characters, they don't fully engage with you as much as you would like them to be. Like the whole story about, her, trying to save NASA and trying to, figure out the mysteries of this Tomorrowland and trying to track down the guy. There's a lot of that going on, but I feel like there's nothing really engaging people on a character-based level with this movie, unfortunately. So the movie, like I said, you can only enjoy it purely on an aesthetic level, but, you go see it in the movies, it's fantastic, but then, it doesn't kind of hold your interest beyond that, unfortunately. So, like I said, it's a good effort, it's definitely a good try to do something a little different with movies, because movies become, mostly, especially during the summer, there's been a lot of more predictable movies, a lot of superheroes saving the world and that sort of thing, a lot of action. So this was definitely a welcome change of pace. Unfortunately, one that's not entirely successful, but it's still worth taking your kid to see. So I definitely give Tomorrowland 3 out of 5 stars. So thank you very much for that.
Okay. Rocco, we're going to go to break now. And after the break, we're going to have Jennifer Leibowitz from RIP Long Beach going to come on. Then we're going to have Joe Satriano, his inspiring segment, and then Dane. And then we have a few more surprises on tap. So, we're going to take a break, our last break of the evening. I am Halftime Howie. This is Broadcasting on the Beach with Halftime Howie, coming to you live from Pancho's Cantina in Island Park, on Long Island's first and oldest radio station, AM 1240. WG, baby.